Joe is walking down the dirt road about 20 kilometers from his res. While he is tired and hungry, he has no wife or kids of his own, which means no real worries. Responsibilities are for his foolish friends, not him. It is a beautiful night. It is more morning, about 2:45 a.m. The cold autumn wind and misty clouds lightly cover the moon in wisps. He has not seen a vehicle for over an hour, and when he did, they were going too fast, probably a drunk driver, he thinks. Good old res boys and girls. He looks ahead to the long dark, dirt road and tiredly declares, "I will sell my soul to get home now."
Nui tawagan nitachak. Sima kitatagusnian. Itigawigian.
At 3 a.m., about 100 meters ahead of him, there flashes a light. It is not a big light, it is more of a spark. It fades, and as he gets closer, he sees another hitchhiker meeting up with him. He might be from the same res, but Joe realizes that the hiker does look familiar. When he finally meets up with him, the stranger looks all too familiar. He looks exactly like him. The stranger says, "How are you, Joe? It has been a long time." Joe stands fearful of what he is seeing. "Who are you?" he asks.
The
The stranger responds, "Joe, I saw you before you were born. Since then, I wanted your soul."
Chu, imwini tawagin kagi wapimetan. Iguspi kagi toizitaman. Kitachak.
Now fearing for his soul, Joe steps ahead aggressively. "I will not give you anything.
Namwatskui miditin gigwe.
I will offer you something, Joe, but you must give me your soul."
Kuya sutamatin gigwe chu. Maga kitamizin kitachak.
Joe shakes his head as he takes a few steps back. In the middle of the dark road, appears a beautiful brand new truck, higher than 2 regular cars and tires as tall as Joe's chest. Joe looks in awe as the beast of an engine roars like a lion. Joe is astonished. In all his 30 years, he never had his own vehicle, not even an Indian car. He drove before and loved it. If he takes the truck for the mere price of his soul, his friends would envy his masculine prowess even more. He can ride through the res with his new sexy wheels while they dragged along their res chicks and res rats. He could just imagine the looks on their faces, they would be so jealous. The stranger smiles as he anticipates the answer he craves. Men like Joe are of a rare breed of warrior. A soul, a spirit that strengthens the possessor. However, the prowess sought by Joe would be short-lived, as he would surely dive into the depths of despair in short order. The wine, the drugs and fast woman would be easy to come by. Joe would be, in all his glory for the whole res to see, and then the stranger would have the full soul. Joe explores the vehicle further. He runs his hand over the chrome bed railings. He was always the handsomest, fastest, and strongest of his friends. However, they always had something over him. They had wheels and he did not. This truck would put him over the top. He reassured himself that a truck like this will make him almost godlike on the res. Joe turns to face the stranger that looks like him, and flash. He sees himself in a drunken stupor, squeezing an alcohol-ravaged woman. Flash again. He sees himself fighting another native man as they stumble around like idiots, getting videoed from bystanders on their cell phones, going live on social media. Flash again. Joe sees the stranger standing and waiting for his answer. The stranger stares at him. "What is the matter, Joe?" Flash again. Joe sees himself inside the crumpled truck, his body halfway out of the windshield. Dead. Joe stares ahead and in disbelief. Would he really go down that path? Can he trust this stranger that looks like him, to even actually follow through with his gift? Joe opens his mouth and shakily states, "No."
Namwatch.
The stranger glares at Joe. "I will see you again, Joe."
Kituam kawapametin chu.
Poof, he disappears.